Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. It is the final episode of Season 2. We have just 4 games remaining to try and maybe possibly get ourselves into European football. It's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen, but there is an outside chance. We have played one further match in between episodes and we actually did really well. And what's even more surprising, Marco Piacca did really well. We beat Sassuolo 3-1, Leonidas Sturgeon scoring his first ever goal for the club, Manolo Gabbiadini and Gaetano also getting on the score sheet, and Marco Piacca got a 7.1. I don't think he played the full match, I can't remember whether I subbed him or not, but yeah, he got a 7.1. It does mean that we have beaten last season's points total with 4 games to spare. We are the worst of the chasing pack, I'd say, because we are, 6 points clear of 10th place Cagliari. We are 1 point behind Milan and Bologna, 3 points behind Fiorentina, 4 points behind Roma, and then Napoli are probably a little bit too far away to try and catch. What's happened here? Why have we lost our Europa League spot? I don't know. Oh, I think it might be because Juve won the Italian Cup. So it'll fix itself probably. I still think 5th is probably, well, hold on, it might actually be 5th and 6th. Possibly even 7th. We need to try and finish 7th and then maybe we can get European football next year. That's what we need to do. Oh my word, this is amazing. We can offer Carol Linetti a new contract. I mean, he's going to be expensive, isn't he? He is going to be very expensive. But we can offer Linetti a new deal. He's been annoyed since probably the summer that I was trying to force him out the club because I basically went, I want to try and cash in on you whilst you still got a contract. So yeah, he basically refused to sign a new one from that point. Yeah, let's give this a go. I think we've done it, you know. I think he's going to accept our new contract. Also, we've got a little bit of transfer business to talk about. Ignore that. That's just pre-arranged transfers for the new season. Jason Murillo, he has left. He has signed for Al Gharafa in Qatar. £3.8 million. He wasn't playing for us, so I decided to try and cash in whilst we could get a bit of money for him. Probably should have got more. Probably could have got more. Just didn't want him in the club. Bologna then. The team that were overachieving and now have kind of dropped off. Does that mean that they've just lost loads of games? Yes. Oh my word. I thought we were having a bad run. That is horrific. So this calendar year, they won 5 matches. We're in May. They've won 5 matches. This should be a victory for us. The starting lineup then for the Bologna game is still Luca Zidane in goal. Ordero is back, but because he had a twisted ankle, I don't really want to play him until he's fully fit, because the last thing you want is your goalkeeper rolling his ankle again. So we're going to have, like I said, Zidane in goal. Foyth and Muru will be the fullbacks with Sturgeon and Luperto in the middle of the pitch. Yankto and Linetti will be the central midfielders. Piacca on the right, Gaetano on the left, Ramirez in the middle, Manolo Gabbiadini as our goal scorer. He is, by the way, our top goal scorer, so he's doing well. So a win here will move us up into 8th place at worst, because we will go ahead of Bologna whatever happens if we beat them. Gaetano with a long range effort, just 10 minutes on the clock, curls wide of the post. Still 0-0, obviously. First highlight. We've got a second one. It's a throw. Denswell with it for Bologna. Soriano back to Denswell. Back to Bolbat. Passing it. Dominguez now has it. Number 14's there with him, though. It's Yankto. Steals the ball away. Are we going to get the ball? Gabbiadini goes for a slide and doesn't manage to get it. Dominguez has it once again for Bologna. A header clear from Luperto. Now Svanberg. Svanberg to Olsen in the penalty area. He has to score, and he does score. Andres Skov-Olsen with the goal. It's 1-0 to Bologna. I think if we were to lose this game, our hopes of European football were pretty much done. Foyth to Ramirez. Back to Foyth once again. Crossing. Gabbiadini doesn't win the header. And Soriano can lump it upfield. Lovely control from Barrow as well. He's being slightly forced out wide. Lucas Zidane holds on to his effort. Still 1-0. We've had 3 shots. Not a single one on target at the moment. It's not going well, is it? We're playing the more attacking formation. Maybe that's part of the problem. Goal kick for Bologna towards the left-hand side. They do keep hold of the ball. Central defender, not even going to try and pronounce his name. Calabresi plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Skorupski, possibly. That's probably shouldn't have tried even pronouncing his name either. It's headed down. Dominguez to Bolbat, forward to Orsolini. Why are their names complicated? Olsen can get that one nice and easy on that left. Crosses in. Back post is Orsolini once again. It's 2-0 to Bologna. We've still yet to have a shot on target. And seconds later, there's another highlight. Denswill's throw to Soriano on the left, back to Denswill, the Dutch defender. Svanberg all the way across. Barrow there, controls it. It's 3-0. This is a team who don't score goals this calendar year have really been bad. Real bad. They're beating us 3-0 after 32 minutes. Now, I joked in the last episode saying I kind of want Bologna to do well. Not at our expense. Not at our expense, okay? Half time, we are 3-0 down. We are absolutely appalling. Right, what are we going to do? I'm tempted, because Luca Zidane's on a 6.3. I'm tempted to bring him off for Rodero. But I feel like it's a waste of a substitution. Ramirez is going to come off for Moroni. We're also going to do Yankto off for Ekdal. Not going to do all of our subs just yet, but I suspect we're not getting anything from this game. Giving them a demand more, making them play a little bit more positive. There is an early-ish highlight in the second half, but Bologna do have it. Denswell, edge of the area. Olsen now on a hat-trick. I think he's on a hat-trick. It's 4-0. Luca Zidane he's awful, isn't he? Has he dropped down again? He's still on a 6.3. We've got ourselves a free kick. Moroni takes it towards Piacca in the middle. Goalkeeper comes out and claims it. So the chance is probably going to go Bologna's way, starting with the keeper Skorupski over the halfway line. It's controlled by Muru. Back to Luca Zidane. Knowing him, he'll turn around, smash it into his own goal the way he's playing at the moment. Sturgeon, the young Swiss defender, to Muru on the left. Now Ekdal, the Swedish international, can run into the centre circle. Linetti, who's hopefully going to be signing his new deal any day now, on the left, finds Nicola Muru. Is he going to play it across Ekdal with some space? Go for a curling effort, buddy. Does a back flick. Gaetano goes for an absolute rocket and Skorupski makes a save. We win ourselves a corner. We're still 4-0 down. I don't know why I'm getting excited about us potentially scoring a goal. It's going to be 4-1 if we score. What a save that is from Foyth's header. It is still 4-0. Gaetano's on a 6.1. I've never seen him play so bad. What have I clicked here? Well, Caprari will be coming on. That is all of our substitutions. We can't really do any... We've got no more dice to roll, have we? We've got no more dice to roll. Judging by the match ratings for Bologna, we have just been beaten by a side that really wanted to win a game of football, aren't we? It is 83 minutes. There is a potential fifth on the cards for Bologna. Denswell gets tackled. Caprari has the ball. Upfield, Gaston Ramirez. I always say Gaston Ramirez. It's Gabbiadini. Marco Piacca into the penalty area. Is he finally going to do something good on camera? No, he doesn't. It's going to be a corner. Caprari, the substitute, is going to take the corner towards the middle. It's a header clear. Linetti gets on the end of it. Luperto was also there, but Skorupski once again holds on to the ball. Why is our central defender not getting back? What was he doing? He was just standing behind the goalkeeper. Orsolini, Ekdal with a wonderful tackle there. Dominguez has it though for Bologna. Still got 6 minutes of normal time to play. Plenty of time for us to score 5 goals or them to get another one. Upfield from the keeper. Foyth heads forward. Svanberg though gets the ball back as well. Denswell on the left. In the middle, Dominguez. Bologna are passing it around us and just making us look absolutely awful. Orsolini into the penalty area. I think he's the one on a hat-trick. Olsen to Barrow. It's cleared from Foyth. Good job, Foyth. Denswell collects it, though. The highlight does end. Our defence didn't turn up. Look at those match ratings for the defence. 6.3s, 4s and 5s. That's it. Everyone was just shocking. You're not having a rest. You're definitely not having a rest because that was bad. Real bad. Also, Luca Zidane. That was awful. I'm not pleased with what I saw from you. Gaetano, there you are. You can get an angry shouting at as well. You were awful. Good. Right, we've got 3 games to play. Let's try and do a little bit of maths here. Mathematically, we can get 9 points from these 3 games, which will put us on to 64 points, which is technically enough to put us into 5th place because I think Napoli have beaten us, so we wouldn't ever go ahead of them. Now, we've also got to play... I think one of the bigger boys, haven't we? Udinese, Cagliari, Fiorentina. I'm gonna put it out there. I think we're gonna get 4 points from the final 3 games, which will put us on to 59 points, which we've just lost to Bologna, so we'll finish 8th. We're gonna finish 8th, aren't we? We're gonna finish 8th place at best. Well, we're going to go forward, possibly to the final game of the season. I was thinking about doing Cagliari, but maybe we're going to go for Fiorentina instead. So yeah, we'll be back in just a moment. And hopefully we've picked up 6 points then, I guess. I mean, it won't be. It'll be 4 points. But we can hope. Well, I didn't expect it to happen like this. But we kind of have an outside chance of getting into Europe. because we have played 2 more matches, we've won both of them, our final game of the season is up against 7th place Fiorentina, and because of the sorting rules means whatever happens there, we're going to go ahead of them if we beat them. So yes, we played 2 further matches, starting off with a 1-0 victory against Udinese, Gabbiadini with a penalty, Ordero getting man of the match because he basically saved a penalty and then about 15 shots from Udinese. We didn't really deserve to win this, but I'm glad that we did. And then against Cagliari, a 2-1 victory here. Gaetano and Gabbiadini once again on the score sheet to give us 3 more points. So yeah, the league table is quite interesting. We are on 61 points. A victory will put us on to 64 points, moving us ahead of Fiorentina and potentially Milan and Roma. Milan are playing Ascoli, who are bottom of the table, so you have to assume that Milan are probably going to win that. Who are Roma playing? Roma playing Benevento, a team who have nothing to play for. Right, we might need to finish 7th. If we beat Fiorentina, we're finishing 7th. Right, that's what we need to do. And annoyingly, we are away from home, but they're in inconsistent form. They've just lost against Lazio, drawn with Atalanta, beaten Benevento, drew with Cagliari, and lost to Udinese. We, however, are obviously on a bit better form. I mean, we've won 3 of our last 5, they've won 1 of their last 5, and we're both inconsistent. The starting lineup then for the final game of the season, up against Fiorentina. In goal will be Ordero. It's going to be Berezinski and Muru as the fullbacks. Sturgiu and Tonelli will be the central defenders today. Tonelli has come in because our other 2 central defenders, Leperto and I've forgotten his name, Foyth, are both either suspended or injured. So yeah, Tonelli's going to be making a very rare start. It's going to be Linetti and Robbie Mudd in the middle of the pitch. Marius Wolf and Gianluca Gaetano, that's his name, and Georgi Kolev. They'll be our attacking midfielders. We'll come to Kolev in a minute. Manolo Gabbiadini will be our striker as well. First of all, Carol Linetti has signed a new deal, which is perfect for us. He's got a fairly sizable wage increase, £40,000 from £15,000, but he's staying, which is basically what we wanted to do. Kolev, let's take a look, shall we? Georgi Kolev was a player that I signed at the start of the season from Septembri Sofia in Bulgaria. He's now 17 years old, only just turned 17 not that long ago in the start of April. He's actually quite good, and the reason why I've picked him is because if we have a look at his form, drop it down to the under 18s, he's just ridiculous. Loves a goal, loves an assist for the under 18s. Yes, I'm fully aware it's the under 18s. Then I promoted him to the under 20s. And he basically carried on doing the same thing. So I thought, you know what, let's just skip out the middleman. Let's just go straight for the first team. He did play against Cagliari, getting himself a 6.7. So it's going to be his second start of the season. I have also slightly tweaked how my wingers work on the left-hand side. I've now got our left-sided fullback playing as an attacking wing-back as opposed to a support wing-back. And our winger is now an inside forward on support rather than on attack. There is an early highlight with Fiorentina on the ball. Bastos is going to collect it. He's going to get tackled by Marius Wolf, and now potentially a counter-attack is on. Wolf runs down that right-hand side. I'm hoping we can extend his loan deal next season, but it's not looking promising. He just ran the ball off, hasn't he? He's just lost the ball. Robbie Mudd has it, though. Back to Gaetano. He's not going to extend his loan deal either. Linetti, forward, doesn't manage to get it over Milenkovic. Muru now has it. Gaetano with it again. Muru down that left-hand side. Kolev needs to make a run if he wants to get anything. Muru keeps going past his man. Crosses in. Back post is Marius Wolf. And Marius Wolf's headed effort is just wide of the far post. Nice early highlight for us. I like it. Although Fiorentina have now suddenly come back with 2 further shots of their own. Not highlight worthy, apparently. 25 minutes on the clock. Not a lot is really happening. That is basically the only highlight we've had. We've had 6 shots. Not a single one on target. Muru plays it back to Sturgiu. Forward to Linetti. Now across. Find Robbie Mudd. Gabbiadini. He's got Wolf making a run. Wolf's going direct towards goal. Goes for a long range effort. Dragowski just about keeps it in play. Free kick for Fiorentina. I can't tell who's taken it. It's over the top. It's Vlahovic. He's running in on goal. Straight at the goalkeeper. Ordero just about manages to turn it around the post. It's going to be a corner. Sansone has gone over to take the corner. Vlahovic once again on the head, but this time it is over the bar. I'd love us to actually have some shots on target. Like, this is the problem we're having. 7 shots, 1 on target so far. 2 minutes of injury time and 1 minute of normal time. Pulgar goes for goal, and Eric Pulgar makes it 1-0 to Fiorentina, and if it stays this way, we're finishing possibly 8th, maybe dropping down to 9th, I'm not sure. Highlight straight after the goal, so I can't even see what the league table is. Berezinski forward to Robbie Mudd. Now Gaetano in the centre circle. Carol Linetti plays it forward. Kolev's on that left-hand side, the young Bulgarian winger. Crosses in, not the best cross from the youngster. And now Fiorentina potentially can get 2 goals in very quick succession. Vlahovic on the right-hand side. He's got no support. He's gone for the near post. Ordero holds on to the effort. We are not doing very well. Like, we're having so much possession and just not doing anything with the ball. All right, assertively, I expect much better. Not going to shout at you because ratings-wise, you're doing okay. Muru's on a 6.6, but everyone else seems to be doing a reasonable job. Right, we're also going to change up to positive. Sansone with a corner for Fiorentina. Front post is Martinez, and Javi Martinez makes it 2-0. And that is game over, and that is season over, isn't it? No one's taken the blame for that goal. We're just getting beaten by the better side, I think. I've given him a show some passion. Did it work? No, I didn't give him a show some passion. There we go. There we go. It fired up a couple of people. We've got 20 minutes to play. Nothing is happening here, is it? Right, Gabbiadini's having a shocker. Bothheim will be coming on. We're also going to do Linetti off for Ekdal. I was going to say Sturgeon off because he's booked, but we have literally no other options. Piaka, there we go. Piaka can come on for, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. The youngster. He's still on the pitch at the moment. Kolev, that's his name. Milenkovic forward. Lirola, on that right-hand side for Fiorentina. Linetti can't get there. It's gone over Berezinski's head. Sansone has it. Is it Sansone or Sansone? Probably a bit late for that now, isn't it? On the volley. Ordero, what are you doing? It's a fabulous strike. Was it? It was awful goalkeeping. So we've played, 2 matches this episode? And so far we've conceded 7 goals and not scored a single one. Like, what is going on with our team? Well, we're almost at the end of the match, aren't we? The end of the season. There it is. What a very shocking end. Absolutely appalling. You're all coming in for training tomorrow because basically you've got nothing better to do. 8th place it is then. That is where we finish in the league now. There might be some other things that are potentially affecting this. I don't know whether any of those teams are in potentially a Europa League final, possibly. Because if maybe Milan are, then possibly it might drop down to 8th. I mean, I'm clutching at straws here. We're not getting Europe, are we? Look at that end to the season. So on camera, didn't we play these ones? Is that how we... No, we didn't. We played the Milan one, wasn't it? So on camera, we've won or picked up 1 point in the last 2 episodes. And yeah, we've actually done all right. Off camera, we've actually been reasonable. That Sassuolo game, we were really good in that one. Obviously, the Juve game, we were actually very good in that. Bologna and Fiorentina, absolutely shocking. Well, I'm going to go forward for a few days until we get the end of season awards and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully we might see whether we get ourselves some international European football. I don't think we will. We'll also hopefully get ourselves some transfer monies. Transfer monies. Yeah, transfer budget. Transfer budget, that's the word. Got it. We're going to go forward for a bit. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Literally a day later, I think it is. So, Lukaku wins Player of the Year. Fair enough to you. We can vote for things which we're not going to bother. Serie A Team of the Year. Ordero is the Goalkeeper of the Year. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Don't care about that one too much. Transfer budgets, 13 million. We've got some money to spend. I need to make sure that I don't buy any more non-EU players because I've already signed 4. They're all kids as well. None of them can play, but yeah, we can't buy any non-EU players next season. Awards season is upon us then. So, players inducted into the overall best 11. Looking at that starting 11 there, that's pretty much what we played for the majority of this season, isn't it? There is only, the only real question is possibly Yankto, but we did kind of rotate a lot of our central midfielders. So, who has joined? Gaetano has been the main star, joining as that left winger. Marius Wolf, Juan Foyth, Sturgeon, Leperto and Robbie Mudd also all getting in there. I think a couple of them obviously onto the bench. Player of the season is Gianluca Gaetano, Berezinski in 2nd and Marius Wolf in 3rd place. 2 loanees and our right back, fair enough. Robbie Mudd gets himself goal of the season with a goal against Juve Stabio. We'll have a look at that in a second. Also signing of the season. And young player of the season goes to Gaetano. And the team of the season, Ekdal and Yankto in there, with Robbie Mudd as an attacking midfielder. I mean, really? Robbie Mudd as the attacking midfielder. Okay. And there you can see some stats as well. Top goal scorer then being Manolo Gabbiadini. Gaetano getting himself the highest average rating, the most assists and the most man of the match awards. Ordero loves a pass straight to a defender, so he's got 92% pass completion. And Foyth loves the yellow card. Not a single red card this season. That's pretty good. Let's take a look then at this Robbie Mudd goal. I think this might have actually been his first ever goal for the club. I'm not sure. Was this on camera? This might have been on camera, wasn't it? Lihaji across to Robbie Mudd, takes a touch, blasts it into the back of the net. It definitely was on camera, that one. Season review then. I think we basically did what we were expected to do. We broke clear of mid-table obscurity. Apparently, we finished 8th. That's definitely mid-table, but okay, we finished 8th, sure. Vision for next season, entertaining football. They're fine. They're just no real excitement, which is good. Right, team. What we're gonna do? We're gonna finish mid-table next season. Oh my word, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. We're not. I mean, I don't want to finish mid-table. I want Europe next season. That's the goal. I think if we don't get European football next season, we might need to consider our options at Sampdoria. Where do we go for our pre-season trade? Indonesia. Do you know why we're going there? Because Ordero is from Indonesia. Oh, and apparently Italian Serie CB Defender of the Year is our player. Cool. Good job, buddy. You've done well. To be fair, 7.28 rating across 37 appearances. That's pretty good. Commercial summary then. So what is new? We've got a new sponsorship deal with a telecommunications company. Cool. Sponsorship has increased. Pretty much everything has gone up, but not by huge amounts. Competition prize money's gone up a lot, but I guess that was a decent cup run that will do that for you. Broadcast revenue has dropped slightly. Shirt sales, Linetti, Bothheim, Piaka. Bothheim and Piaka. Okay, Gabbiadini and Wolf are also on there. Why were people not buying Gaetano shirts? We've also got our scout budget. This is interesting. The board have given, £925,000. I was expecting millions, like 15 million. No, barely £1 million. Right, what we need to do is, oh yes, we can. They are happy. They are actually happy for me to get Gaetano on loan for another season. That is good. Right, let's have a quick check as well. Who else do we want? I've already made a deal to extend Foyth's loan deal for another season, so that is very good for us. Marius Wolf is the other one that I think we need to try and extend. They want to give him a chance in the first team. Let's up it to 50% of your wages. See if you go for that. We might not get Marius Wolf next season. That's not the end of the world, because we do have some decent youngsters that we can potentially drop into that wing position on that right-hand side. Or, possibly, Alejandro Melo, who is transfer listed, but maybe, just maybe, he might actually keep himself in the club next season and play a bit of football. So Dortmund have rejected it, right? We're going to try. We'll pay all of his wages. I mean, I feel like we're not getting him. I feel like we're not going to get him because they want to play him in the first team. Oh, that's awful. Gaetano doesn't want to extend his loan deal either. That's not good. That is not good at all. Well, I guess Kolev's probably going to play a lot of football next year then. Yep, I don't think we're going to be getting ourselves Marius Wolf. If we had £25 million, then maybe we would just look at signing him permanently. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Well, I think that's probably going to do it then for this episode and this season of Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. Next season, as I mentioned earlier, I think we probably need to be aiming for Europe. We're not that far away. We're literally 5 points. 5 more points and we would have been in European football. So we're not actually far away. So next season we need to try and push on. We've got a bit of a transfer budget to spend. We've got a lot of players that are out of contract, a lot of fringe players out of contract. So hopefully that should lower our wage budget as well. We've also got a bunch of kids in our youth system who are actually pretty good at football, so they can start breaking their way through as well. So yeah, hopefully next season is going to be a season of progression, much like this season was. It wasn't as much progression as I was hoping for, but it was still progression nonetheless. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I will see you in more Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria in the next episode.